You know, it's about the simple things in life. If that made me happy, it did. I'm gonna keep being a horse.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today is the 7th, Monday. The Libtards just had that big old protest all across the country on the 5th, I think it was. Well, yeah, Saturday. That's not really what we're totally diving into in this video. There's a couple clips from it. I mean, what's the point of a protest? What does it really do for them? They didn't really accomplish anything. They truly feel like they did, though. They really feel like they overcame leaps and bounds and really stuck it to us. But in reality, how did it affect your life? How did it affect my life? How did it affect Trump's life? Trump went golfing that day. Didn't face him whatsoever. Well, without further ado, guys, let's get into some liberal madness. Let's get into it.
My message to MAGA is celebrate your tariffs, but it's going to be very short-lived because you guys are about to be the most hated people in this country because the financial ruin that the dumbass that you guys voted in is about to leave everybody in is out of this world. So you will go down in history as the literal worst. And I just want you to take that in, and I hope that you can appreciate it.
Babe, we don't give a fuck about a Donald Trump. Like, I'm so sorry that I have to keep saying this, but I'm tired of this orange bitch with no motherfucking hairline and a fucked up toupee getting talked about. Baby, fuck him.
So I'm at the Hands Off protest in my city, and I'm literally crying because it's so sad that it's gotten to this point. And it's mostly people who are seniors or handicapped or... I can't even believe it that people voted for this. It's killing me. Oh.
I just came from the dispensary and now I'm walking to my neighbor's to get eggs from her little stand over there. I'm buying eggs on the street and weed in the store. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
So, for the people who voted for Trump or have supported Trump, can you finally just admit you were wrong? Trump has spent his entire life bankrupting businesses, and now, surprise, surprise, he's bankrupting the United States. So look, we can move on, but if you supported Trump or voted for him, just please, finally, now, just admit you were wrong.
Y'all, these hands-off protests going on all over the country today were a huge success. I mean, nature is healing. I saw this post on Blue Sky saying that the numbers are still rolling in, but that it's around 5 million people who got out today and let their voices be heard. And that's around 2% of the country. Like 2% of the country organized together and did this massive thing today. Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts said that he had 50,000 people come out. I mean, look at this crowd. Portland, Oregon was not playing around. Madison, Wisconsin. Philly, obviously, pulled out all the stops. This is the crowd in Utah. I'm not sure exactly where, but the person who posted it said that they've never seen anything like this. St. Paul, Minnesota. And this is from New York City today. If you zoom in far enough on this picture, you can see just how far it stretches. But this picture was taken from, I think, about 39th Street, and it stretches all the way down to Madison Square Park. And this is not just happening in big blue cities either. This was the crowd in St. Augustine, Florida, a town of just 14,000 people in a red county. I mean, look how many people came out in that small of a town. This one was also from St. Augustine. I just like this one. This one is from a ruby red Trump plus 33 district in Kalispell, Montana. So even these people, Trump's people, are pissed off. I mean, it's even so bad that the introverts are coming out. There are so many more photos and videos of all the different protests that popped up today, all over the country. It's truly an amazing thing to watch unfold, like right before my eyes in real time. And you know what, guys? Like, this accomplishes so much more than just the protest itself. Like, yeah, we're getting the people in charge to hear us and listen to us, but we're also getting those around us that are still not really accepting what's going on. We're getting them to pay attention too. And for some people, and I think for a lot of people, it becomes easier to join something when you see everyone else is doing it. So keep it up, everyone. Keep it up. It's on the right track. We just have to stay the course. Awesome job today. Amazing stuff.
Well, apparently nature's healing, guys. It was a huge success. Where I will give the liberals credit where it's due is you guys were peaceful. There was as per this guy here, he says 5 million people came out across the country. And it was peaceful. I didn't hear of anything that went bad. And, you know, thumbs up to you liberals there. And I mean that. Like, that's how you actually protest. Despite the fact that I think your protest was kind of useless. And 2% of the country did not come out. Because based on 340 million people, 2% would actually be 6.8 million, not 5. So what you actually brought out was 1.47 million. Even better than that, I did some calculations here. Just, you know, I don't want to like burst your guys' bubble too much there, but, you know, can't let you guys ride the horse for too long. But Kamala Harris got 75,019,230 votes in the popular vote. Now, 5 million of them came out. That's 6.66% of all the Kamala Harris voters. So where's the other 93.34%? If this, you know, Trump is really destroying the country and fascism and, you know, eggs and all that other crap you guys keep talking about. You guys still think you're the majority? Doesn't really look like it when, again, 75,019,230 people voted for Kamala Harris, allegedly, and you only got 5 million of them out. Where's the other 93%? How come this isn't such a big deal to them? So again, hats off to you liberals for actually a peaceful protest. It is nice to see you guys smiling for a change. And also when it came to, I think he said it was Montana, that's like Trump town. No, just because there's people that are there doesn't mean that those are all Trumpers that are there. If there was actually Trumpers out there protesting with you guys would have been filming that left, right, and center and posting it all over TikTok because you would love the chance to actually get an authentic video, you know, because you guys have really been struggling to get like authentic videos of Trump supporters regretting their vote. And even after 5 million people came out, you still can't produce one.
I'm seeing more and more people online saying, well, I voted for Trump, but I didn't vote to lose my job, and I didn't vote for a global trade war, and I didn't vote for Elon Musk to run amok in the government, slashing agencies and cutting jobs, and I didn't vote to see America's allies cast aside. Oh, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course you voted for that. You were perfectly happy to see all that happen as long as it didn't happen to you. And now that the leopard is eating your face, suddenly you've changed your tune. Well, you get no sympathy from me. You voted for that. You wanted that. So you sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor. I don't care what happens to you. I just want you to feel the pain that you brought on yourself because that is the only way you can learn.
I told my mom I was going to do Donald Trump how they did JFK, and she got mad at me and hung up on me.
If the FBI or CIA came to my door, I'd be like, this is what our tax dollars are paid for? You came to me. Also, who notified them? How do you know that they've been notified? You notified them? Did you call them on your cell phone? Okay. Weirdo. But again, if the U.S. government is worried about me, they need to get a life. Truly. Because you're worried about the wrong things, bitch.
I hate when I tell somebody that I struggle with depression and they're like, oh my goodness, you need meds. Oh my goodness, you need therapy. Bitch, I need a new president. I need $1 million. I need my own private island. Fucking stupid. Therapy.
Queer and genderqueer, hey neighbors, just got done with hands off protest. I'm tired, but I wanted to say I am proud of you. I love you unconditionally, and you are just so gorgeous. Stay safe, be safe, and have a spiffy day. Bye.
Please tell me y'all have seen that video of that street interviewer getting 2-piece with no biscuit. Oh my gosh, the absolute joy I got from watching that. Like, let's make this a standard going forward. You can't just walk up on people with a mic thinking you about to say what the fuck you want to say to them. There's this pro-life street interviewer in New York, of all places, first of all. They like to throw Timberland boots at people's head for fun, so I don't even know why she thought that was a good idea in the first place. So she's interviewing this girl whose name is Brianna Rivers. Free my sister. She's interviewing Brianna, and Brianna's obviously pro-choice. So you know how the pro-lifers like to make it seem like you out here just murdering babies for fun. Like they really like to frame their rebuttal to you being pro-choice in a way that makes it seem like you just walking up to babies and shooting them. So she tried to play that shit with Brianna, but Brianna was not having it. You hear her with that doop and walked straight away and was like, bitch, stop fucking playing with me. And yeah, hell yeah, I fucking agree. Let this be a lesson to all you fucking streamers, you goddamn street interviewers, you people that walk around with a fucking phone asking people random ass questions. Everybody's not with the fuck shit. Everybody don't want to be recorded. Everybody don't want to be turned into a soundbite. Everybody doesn't want to be viral. So please learn something from this or you gonna run into the next Brianna.
Have a channel?
Yeah, we're doing some interviews today. Such a good vibe. Should we kill the kids in foster care? And
why not? Why not, if that's the case?
We should kill the kids in foster care that aren't wanted?
Who's going to take care of them? I need to know the percentage of people who take children from foster care and abuse them and molest them, who make them like personal slaves.
We should just kill them.
Statistics before you come to me talking about pro-life.
We should kill the victims of molestation.
I think, what does this have to do with molestation?
You just mentioned people molesting children. We should kill the kids in foster care is what you said.
What I'm saying is in general, overall. If I don't want to have a baby, I should have the choice to.
Just don't have sex then.
Even as teens, people explore. And it's like, as funny as you want to be, people should still have the choice. I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really...
Okay, I don't know if this guy's laugh is actually real. That's a creepy laugh that he has. It's something like you'd see out of a cartoon, and the weird thing is, like, his mouth doesn't even move when he does it, but it's like so prominent, it stands right out. Creepy, crazy laugh that this guy has. I included the video after what he's talking about. The confrontation between who he's referring to as Brianna, and I think the other girl's name is Savannah, if I'm correct. Now, she goes to a lot of these pro-choice protests and confronts the people there, and she'll ask them the hard questions. And he completely just lied to us, stating that Brianna never said anything like that, when she clearly just pretty much all confirmed that we should just remove, I don't know the word I want to use here, but you guys know what I'm trying to get to, children that are in foster care, because it would be better off for them because of the life they'd have to live after. But you've seen how unhinged she went out of nowhere. You just confront her a little bit and you go against her narrative and popped her in the face twice. At first I seen, again, I think her name is Savannah. I seen a video clip of her in, I guess in a car or whatnot, and her face was all bloodied up, and I was wondering what the heck happened to this poor girl. But after I seen this full clip, wow, that girl's unhinged. So the moral of the story here is, just as I said in the past couple of videos, you leftists are completely unhinged. You can't be trusted. Not all of you, but a good majority of you just cannot be trusted. You just prove day and day and day after day how unhinged you guys are. You have truly become a danger to society. But I think you guys can heal. However, you guys are really proving that right now you're a real negative in society, yet you expect everybody to bend over backwards for what you guys want. So this individual here is obviously just another, I'm speaking about the gentleman. He's obviously just another deranged liberal lunatic that cannot decipher right from wrong.
Do I sound as ridiculous as Trump cognitively declining? Do I sound as ridiculous as him not being able to form any sentences? Do I sound as ridiculous as Trump's team pushing the media out and cutting his mic because he's rambling on about things that are not making sense and they do not want the public to know? So cut the mics, media, get out, you're done. You're out of here. Is that ridiculous? But no. Only when our presidents fall off of bikes, that's when we can make fun of him. Trump can't even get on a freaking bike. He can't even get on one. But anyway, I don't sound ridiculous. You guys look ridiculous.
Honestly, I can't help but laugh when I hear Trumpies say that we're more respected now that Trump's president. Like, have you ever traveled? Have you ever actually spoken in person to a European, a Latin American, Canadian, Australian? Because I have. And I can promise you they are either laughing at us, feeling bad for us, or being genuinely scared for us. Respecting us for electing a felon? Definitely not.
If you just came back from a protest and you're wondering, okay, now what? The answer is more. More. We need more of this shit. Because you showed up today, and because today went so well, other people who were scared to show up today might show up at the next one. We keep the pressure on. We keep building community, and we keep showing up. If we know anything about other places where they have rejected fascism, it's that the people keep coming together. And they keep banding together. And they keep protesting. And they don't fucking stop.
This is amazing. The amount of teachers that we have encountered and the stories that we're hearing. A bunch of them have cried. I've almost cried. This is maybe the most powerful thing I've ever done, aside from being a teacher.
These are the requirements that you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids. Number 1 is that you need to be making at least $130K a year. And you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make $130K or more, then you are out of my fucking league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make $50K a year? Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit. Okay, I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look old as fuck already. I'm 26, I'm a baby, so yeah. You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you, I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're going to be dating me. Another requirement is that you have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. Have to get a home that has 6 rooms because each of my kids have to be in their own room. So you have to be considerate. Purchase a house that has 6 rooms because that's only common sense. And if you cannot meet those requirements, then you're not the fucking one. The last requirement is that it has to be pink. If it's not pink, no. Pink and brown go together. Pink and brown, like what? Duvalin, you know?
Okay, this girl's a piece of work. At first I thought this was a troll. I was thinking, okay, because her little demands that she's making are a little, like a little too demanding. It just seems like, are you serious? Until I actually checked out her TikTok page, and yeah, she's legit serious here. So I don't know who the hell this girl thinks she is. Young lady, you're not the catch that you think you are. You're 26 years old, so you're still a bit of a bimbo. You know, the funny thing is, when I was growing up and I was a teenager and I looked at a 20-year-old girl, say I was like 16 or 17, I felt like she's out of my league because that's a woman. That's how it felt back then. Until I became about 30 and I realized most women, not all of you, but most women are still children at 26. They're the most immature, self-entitled little shits. So they're the kids. 26 years old, you got baggage. Not to refer to your children that way, but you got 3 kids and you're 26. Don't know if it's all from the same baby daddy. Not sure if it's from 3 different ones. We got no clue there. Yet, you expect to bump into a man who's at least your age. She's got other requirements too, guys. Remember her face because I downloaded 3 clips from her and we're going to be using them in future videos because this all kind of goes together. So 26 years old, you're demanding that you meet a man who makes at least $130,000 a year, plus you want him to have 2 side hustles. He has to have 3 cars, and 1 car has to have at least 8 seats. So you want him to have a mom's soccer van. And he's got to have at least 2 properties, and one of them's got to have at least 6 bedrooms, because if he invites you, that's what the car, if he invites you to go on a trip, no matter what, the kids are coming all the time. So you want him to pretty much well play baby father and support you because you're obviously unemployed. And you're like a 7 on 10. Not to be really mean, I'm not usually the type to be judgmental like that, but since she's so self-entitled, she kind of deserves it. 7 on 10 is still good, don't get me wrong. That's still, a very good looking girl. Yet you're not like way up there, you know, where you can actually make demands like this. So she didn't even mention anything political, but you already know, as I've stated in the past, you don't actually have to be political to be a libtard. That's just how it works. It's a complete mentality that doesn't even really have anything to do with politics. It just has to do with your views of the world. And she has totally got the libtard glasses on. She believes that she is deserving of all this stuff. Wow, again, I thought she was a troll, guys. Remember her face. You're going to see her in the next few videos. All right, and that brings us to a close for tonight's video. If you guys like this type of content and you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Besides that, I shall see you guys shortly in the next video. Have a good one, guys.
Also about the video about being the horse. Oh my gosh, why did he call me a horse? If you're gonna call me a horse, I don't think you know the type of person I am, sweetie. I'll show you a horse. I don't think I look like a horse. And even if I did, okay, I like horses. I like horses. I used to ride horses. Nothing's wrong with looking like a horse. To me, okay, it gives you a little personality. I'd rather take a horse than an ugly, angry fuck. Sorry, I apologize. But I'd rather take a funny, big mouth, laughing horse. Why did that man call me a horse? That doesn't look like a horse. That looks like a wide open mouth person. A horse? I'll show you the goddamn horse. Giddy up. Stop. You people don't know me. You know me from these 1-minute videos I post of me screaming and hooting and hollering. But in the reality, you don't know Lexi Grasty. And really how strong this horse. I don't mind being Megan Thee Stallion's little sister. But if you're requesting nay, horse, nay, horse. Don't do that again. I mean, if you didn't want that, you should have never said it. Can't be throwing disses and then take it when I'm showing you horse.